So, hello, it's me, Neknops, and I am presenting you the game 60 of Tourney. Today, I will be in one special host or guest. Guest, his name is
Sorry.
GioIzHawt. So, Gio, you can say hello to our viewers. Gio, can you?
Now I can.
Okay, so Gio, you're here with us, and we got
Oh, I
60.
gotta turn my sound off. Good Christ.
Gio,
Okay, now it's off.
don't worry. Game is already starting, so
Yeah.
we can introduce
1-5.
introduce the players like Rivstar do. So we can see here Nude Hitler, who is playing for Team Tetris or something. Detsy
Yeah.
playing for Team, I don't see Skarbag now.
Seeking iconic bonds.
Yes, for Iconics team. Tom is lying Lizard, who is playing for his team, and I think they won the tourney already. It's the winners.
Yes, they did.
Their name is true, but here's things are happening. 1-5 was already conflict, and 2-6
Yeah.
was another red card. Gio, what do you think about it?
I think the facts are going the fascist. Okay, I'm not gonna use the cringe slang. I think the fascists are going 4-3. Okay, I guess not. I guess they botched it. Still though. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes, Gio is up.
It's kind of a risky play. We don't see O3 starts not much in high elo anymore.
Yes. Gio is our expert. I don't fully understand what he is saying, but you will understand because you are better in English. So he I don't good at Secret Hitler, so he will give you expert analysis. So
Yep.
3-7 was a blue card, so we have first blue card here, and 6
Yep.
investigated liberal by Detsy, so it's cast dude.
I got the expert analysis. Neck Knobs has the hype, and Vivstar has neither. Ouch.
Yes, Gio, it's good to know. To continue with introducing player, we have Maximovic here in seat 4. He is 2k LO Tyrox. Cast dude who is actually rage quitting or just disconnected. And the new
Ooh, cast dude with the tactical disconnect.
yes,
Probably not.
tactic.
Probably just a real one, but whatever. I don't know.
It's happened in some games, especially if games are long, they disconnect, but we all hope he will be back and continue. But we got some time to introduce players, so I stopped in moderator, got himself or dice. So he is good player really, and he is in 6-7. You can see this star, which means he was top player of previous season. Gio, what do you think about players this game? I think we got very high elo players here like Maxi, Tom and Dice, and some another good players. Nude was 2k2, and this is a good players game. I think Gio can't hear me or something.
Mic cut out. Tragic.
Oh, he needed to reconnect, but he is
Yep, I came back.
back. Did you hear me?
I'm back.
You were asking.
Did you ask me?
I was asking about players. We are high elo players here. What do you think about?
I think most of these players are like 2100 at least. Nuke's probably like 2K, and Messi is probably the outlier here, like 1800, and Tyrox and Cast Dude are like 1900. So should be pretty solid. Maybe Cast Dude's 2K at this point. I don't know. Maybe Tyrox 1800. Besides that, we got a solid lobby this game.
I think
Jimmy with the I don't know how much you heard of me or not, but okay, Jimmy's finally back.
seems like he has problems, but he is back. So I don't know if they will probably play by investigated leap. So we will see.
Oh, we might see a cuckoo out maybe.
If we
The investigated liberal is out of the game, so
yeah,
whichever team's opposite to him is going to be very happy at all the info he's missing.
but it's hard because he needs to take government and he has problem with connection.
Yeah, and it's also important too because he needs to pick someone who won't conflict him. But I don't know, it's kind of hard to read the game when you can't play or see anything.
Something is happening, yes. Gio
Okay, Tom is molding despite already winning the tournament. Guess that wasn't enough for him, wasn't it?
Tom is
Okay, finally we get a vote.
Tom can just enjoy this game because his job is done and he managed to win this tourney. So I would be very happy if I was Tom. But
Yeah, I have no idea why he's so mad. He's already won. No need to cringe more. Like,
yes,
when Jimmy's internet's bad, who cares? Don't be a baby.
this is not cuckoo. I was kinda expecting this in this like 2 blue deck, and
Yeah,
he picked.
yeah, Jesse can out on Cuckoo if the deck's low blue, so no need to Cuckoo.
Oh, there are
Yeah,
some.
I don't normally go for Cuckoo unless it's like a 4B deck at least, because if the Chancellor, if the investigator, is liberal anyways, you're probably just gonna get RBB, so why even risk picking them?
Yes, I usually prefer cuckoo too because you can got confirmed fascist if somebody out on cuckoo and then you can win. But you are in his zone if he out on cuckoo, so it's hard. But one is conf already was.
Yeah, that's the more traditional argument that you get an outed fascist, but if someone's already 90% outed on deck, I don't see a reason to make them 100% and just get a stage sleep faster. There's more information you can get, I think, anyways.
This was just
I guess it's a matter of preference.
So it's 4B deck. It's not looking good for 2, for example.
I don't know. Yeah, you want 5B for in seat 2, but they can still be liberal.
7.
Personally, if it's like a 4B deck, I don't even bother to care about the deck. That's just the kind of player I am.
They can still be liberal, but it's very hard in this deck. But 7 is Godem Zelve. He asked for 8 minutes because this special election in these regular games where they have like 10 minutes timer, they're all used to stall like Yu-Gi-Oh! And they
I came to this call
it's
to escape
necessary.
Rive starts complaining, and now you're complaining just like him. You've become what you've sworn to destroy.
I don't think it's necessary to stall when for example, I saw tourney game when you were Hitler and you were and you were passing special election. You can maybe in meantime tell me why would you do that when you
I don't think it's good to stall.
you know you
Yeah.
are passing.
I can just. Oh my gosh, you wouldn't restart. Wow, ow, ow. Stalling is very lame, but so is not trying your best. Anything that he does is lame. Wow, wow, wow. See, it's just so nerdy. Anyways, I stall because, well, it's not illegal stalling, but I unvote for as long as I legally can because people get sheep the fuck out of it by it, and I have lots of time to have like one-on-one convos with every player, which sheeps the fuck out of them or gives me good info. So yeah, it gets me SC'd a lot. I think every single game but one, I either got SC or my investigated liberal got SC'd. And if we compare that to my previous two tournaments where I didn't do that, I only won one game in each, and I didn't even get SC'd in those games. So it works. It works.
It's usually
Stall and talk a lot,
unlucky.
and you'll get lots of points.
Yes, Gio, unluckily it gets usually rewarded because people say, oh, they are stalling, he is outing liberal, but you do it at both roles, so I don't know why
Yeah.
people reward it. What are
I have no idea why it works either. Probably because like I make use of the time while I'm like unvoting. Like I try to talk to people more.
yeah
Because I'm talking to people more, they like me more maybe. That's probably it.
in this concrete game they are trying to special elect 6
Has anyone made an SC yet? Let me see. Okay, just a bunch of nonsense. Tom talks a shitload, but I don't really give a fuck about it.
I think 3 won't be special elected because 3 played blue on 3-7 or something. Oh,
Yeah, okay. I think the SC here is between 3 and 6 pretty much, so yep. iRock says that as well. Oh, 7171. That's quite odd.
7.
What did you get? You got RRR.
What do you mean?
I mean,
7 is RRR and 1 5 is RRB conflict. I think.
well, I don't think he goes. I don't think he goes 7-1 if 7-1's a conflict, is it?
So
Maybe it was a fake conf. Let me see.
I
Okay,
don't,
I'm doing Control F.
I don't
Fake
think it's fake
conf.
conflict.
Nope. I don't see anything saying it's fake.
I don't think. 7 is considering special electing 1 and like it makes sense from his point of view in my opinion because like that conf he is claiming blue. I think it's possible for
Wow.
to be
7 with the swag pick into conf. It's hype. Honestly, I like that. I like that play. It's
I,
swag.
I don't
I
like
think
that,
people.
but if he's sure, I mean
Yeah.
if I was lip and somebody was trying to say in conf, I wouldn't trust that really, but he is
I don't know.
a good player, so if he has very good read into conf, he can do it. He can't afford this.
Yep. Yep. I think a lot of people play with like too much dogmas and stuff. Like at the end of the day, the goal of the game isn't to play meta. It's not to play meta. I mean, it's to find liberals. So if you see someone who you think is liberal and you think it's obvious they're liberal, then just pick them. It doesn't matter if they're in comp or red president or whatever. Just SC the person who's most liberal. They just ignore all the dogmas and all of that stuff that like we're like
Like
like the
special
myths and
acting
stuff.
in conf is, I think it's better than when somebody is speaking into conf before Hitler sound because that's bad in my opinion. And they are doing it. It's annoying.
And if you have a good read, I do it a lot. If you have a good read into the conflict, then you can pick into it to make them look super liberal. At the same time, though, if you're wrong, then just the game's fucked so much.
Yes.
So it's like it's a very
There is
risky
no
thing to do.
reason to do that because if it's conf, you are looking very bad. And fascist is looking more liberal.
Okay, so I guess I have to. Okay, so Tom's spamming filler. That's cool. If you think 6 is fascist, don't SC6. If you think 6 is lib, then you should SC him.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tom. That's very insightful.
He's trying to, I think, to just
Love the chat.
make that pick faster because like they will obviously use just full 10 minutes and then they will use another 10 minutes on pick. So yes, here Scorcha comes and say it's been 8 minutes.
Actually, the full timer stall. Here comes Scorcha.
They
Forcing them to move in 2 minutes. Lying Lizard or Tom continuing to flood the chat with the same old arguments typed out in 1 words each that no one else can get a word in. It's a very good strategy, but it's really annoying to play against. And to be honest, I do it a lot too because it's good. So I fault them for it. If Jimmy does get SC though, he's gonna have a hard job because he was AFK for a large portion of the game. Very hard to solve the game when you miss so much of it. Same thing happened to Epoxy too, unfortunately. She just missed a lot of the game because she was AFK. And as a result, ended up being based off of outdated Hitler. I mean, based off of outdated info and picked Hitler by accident. So sad, but it happens. And he does get the SC this game.
he does.
So let's see.
Like his lines are very only 256 or 126. So let me see if it is real. I think 5 is more fascist over 1. I mean, yes. So 256.
Yeah.
I really don't think it's 256, but it can be everything.
It could be. I think Bice picking 1. I think it's a liberal pick. I don't think he's mega mining that much as fascist. Like, I think he's trying to overplay to look really good, and he got RRR, which messed the game up, kind of. Well, not really messed up the game, but frame locked the liberals, which is sad. It's not. I mean, that happens on any lib with RRR going into HC, but it's just unfortunate one couldn't get the SCF Bices right. And to be honest, I think Dice is liberal this game. I don't see any other reason why you pick 1 as fascist. Like that just seems like some things like look so fascist that no fascist would ever dream of doing them, and because they did it, it makes them liberal basically. It's like fascists are like super conscious of their image and stuff, whereas a liberal, if they think something's right, they'll just do it.
We got here some professional analysis from Gio, and I think he is on good level, so he can bring his what he is in his mind, and he said it, and it makes sense. So Ooh,
Like I just don't see a reason. I'm sorry. 7-1 if seven's like fascist. This doesn't make much sense.
yes, like 7 should be maybe liberal on that pick because I don't think he do that as fascist. But he was basically hammer because one was not passing because he's in conflict and two was like RRR and in wing 6 dip, so 7 was always passing there, so
Mhm.
his pick will
Yeah.
be God. And but I think it was a liberal pick. And 6-3 is picked now. There was
Mm.
a long
I mean, I
discussion.
don't know. Tom's chat hasn't really like. Oh, sorry. He hasn't. It hasn't really stood up out to me that much. It's just kind of the usual. And I don't know. I just feel like 1-7 are just so likely liberal, and I mean that makes 2 100% fascist. It makes 6 lib for some reason, which I don't understand. Um, 6-3 just very rarely isn't liberal. I'd yell 1 if I was a liberal in this game. I think.
7 is still trying to make one pass, or they will just it. But
I don't know.
3 said he will not one, so they will probably this.
I really hate actually 9ing to 3 and calling 6 fascist for what Newt said, because 7 is calling 1 100% liberal. So that means that he's overriding Theis's read essentially, because Theis calls 1 liberal. So if Maxi calls 156 or 256, 7 can't be fascist in that line. Because 7 is yelling 1, that means Maxi is ignoring the golden rule. It's also kind of cringe too.
But
Like, oh, they're yawing.
this was
Yep.
passing.
Ew.
Oh shit.
Great one from Newt.
It was 1,
Yay.
2, 3 Hitler.
Holy shit. Dice got sheeped.
Yes.
Like, wow.
It's
Wow.
also
Okay, that's insane. That's insane. Well played to Newt. Sheeping the absolute shit out of 7.
I am surprised of these lines, but nice.
I mean,
5 conflict.
I don't. I had 7 as liberal, and I had 1 as liberal too because 7 called them liberal, but 7 was wrong, which is just shocking because Vice normally has pretty good reads, but in this case, Newt just outplayed him. Which honestly, good for him because I'd consider Newt in like kind of a lower bracket. Like Newt's like a 2K player, and Vice is like a 2100 player. So
Yes.
very good showing from Newt in his
Good
final game of the
player.
tournament, making us proud.
Not basically win the conflict, and 7 was 100% sure one was liberal. So he was not even trying to 9 to 7 when he can just one. And this it was like win for fascist already because special election was between 3 and 6. And 6 needed to find a liberal or
Yeah, I mean, Dice is just painful to live that game, but when he hard lives 1, it's very hard to not pick 1 over him.
yes.
But yeah, I think Dice was out a little for the 7-1 pick. That's not something I see him doing as fascist, but the problem was
Yes.
he lived the fascist in the process. And 6 called 3 liberal, so it's a very hard game for liberals to ever win that when so many of them are just wrong on their reads.
Also Dice was saying between 3-6 and he said a liberal like you pointed out this Tom's chat wasn't great. You said he was filler chatting or something.
Yeah, he was
I didn't notice
nonstop.
that, but thank God we had you here like my guest, So you pointed it out. So I would like to thank you for your collaboration in this. And
Thank you, Neck Knobs. I'm happy to be on with you.
yes, that's really good. I think we did together a good job, and
Yep.
this tourney is over. So I enjoyed
Yeah.
watching this, and good job all players and good game. It was fun.
Yep.
Gio, would you like to say some last word to the end of this video? Here is your time.
All right. Boom, Tetris. Great job, Newt. Great job to everyone. Thank you, Neck Knobs, and see ya.
Okay.
Money, yaya.
Get money, yeah.